Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Playing today, spawning in the north, we have Guard2707 playing as the British forces with Commandos, Mobile Assault, and Royal Engineers. Teaming up with him is DarkRegion with Soviets immediately going for defensive from the south. Google Translate tells me this is slip away. Playing as Ostheer, who has Joint Ops, Spearhead, and Storm. Teaming up with him, Killing Spree, also with Ostheer, who has Blitzkrieg, Encirclement, and Fortified Armor. In terms of rankings, both of these are arranged teams. Allies around 20 and Axis 33. So pretty even matchup and pretty high ranking matchup. Looks like we've got a double machine gun start here. Interesting. Got a second pyro to back it up. Can lead to some poor map control in the early phases since that MG42 takes such a long time to build. It can make it harder to position your machine guns. Catch the squad as it jumps into cover. A little bit too slow and now getting bullied away. Two squads probably far enough away that they're not going to get AoE suppressed either. It's a good idea to pull back. Could be harder to position your machine guns as well. Now in that kind of zone where machine gun can fight, infantry can't fight back that 10 range advantage that it has. Oh, okay. Transitions into grenadiers now. Strange, very strange start here. Got a 3 green start meanwhile for Killing Spree, no machine gun at all. Soft retreats back out of there. I think I probably would have left that squad in there. Yeah, alright. Some sandbags up, some wire. Good control on that side for Killing Spree, and it's looking pretty good. Going into early mortar, that's interesting. DarkRegion before conscript start.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Interesting. No second combat engineer. Engineers coming in on the flank of the machine gun and forces it away.
The new grenadier squad is ready.
So one section of the engineers and now universal carrier as well. Some decent damage done on the retreating units. Next is losing the fight through the center here as well. Jumps into the building here, not going to jump out to try and Faust. In this case with the Royal Engineers right there, maybe makes a little bit less sense. Let's go inside the building doing some decent damage. Engineers are not upgrading with the flamethrower either, but the Wasp is actually popping here. So that's why the engineers were taking this slightly bad fight, buying some time, and a bit of a flank. Machine gun is going to get away though. Slow-paced cover-to-cover engagements across the map. But a jump onto the cutoff after winning through the center here for DarkRegion. Ultimately, I don't know about this mortar. Doesn't make that much sense in this phase. Hard for him to hold on to territory as it gets pushed away. And Pyro's charging in there, take way too much damage, end up retreating. I'm looking for the wipe even. Posturing, he's going to throw the Molotov, cancels it after Killing Spree starts dodging preemptively. Now resecuring the cutoff. What's coming through the center now? Cleared off that wire, snipped it with the engineers and pioneers.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
And a whole bunch of flame down through the center. Speaking of engineers, here comes some on the flank. Double machine guns lining up on them. Fast retreat needed. In for a couple bursts of flame. looks like Bolster has been ticked by Guard2707. He's picked up another section as well. And this is where maybe the mortar can start to shine. Seems like the Axe is kind of giving up on this side. Going for center and left now. So we can present a more united front. Stop that machine gun from mortar from getting forced away. To maybe punish some of these conscripts sitting behind cover. Could be a bit more active than that though. Very slow. Switching. He let the whole barrage go. There were no units there for the last 3 shells of that mortar. Very slow. If you gotta get a mortar this early on, you gotta make use of it. Speaking of mortars, we got a mortar pit coming out the back. Guard2707, the flames goes through for a couple good bursts. Now ultimately forcing the retreat of the double machine guns. Neither of them activated the incendiary rounds. 2-2 in the build for killing spree and a sniper. Interesting for slip away. Looks like Guard2707 not really going for like a sniper start, but could still perhaps work one in. Upgrading the second stage on the mortar pit. But here we go, 222 rolling up. Not a particularly fast one, given this kind of build order. Killing spree with quite a lot of manpower in reserve at this stage as well. Next tank gun going to be the answer for Guard2707. Has not ticked the AEC side tick, so not going to be going for one of those. But, I mean, the Axis don't really know that.
Tank gun and crew now ready for action.
So this could easily be running into some trouble, the AC on the field. So let's just try squeezing some stormtroopers. There we go, the mortar pit getting some strong damage done. Oh! Catches them on retreat. He's got hit. Oh, that sounded like a heavy barrage there for a minute. I was like, well, how did he get heavy barrage already? No chance. But yeah, that's the thing with the mortar pit. Because it has those 2 mortars landing back to back. Sometimes it doesn't give you much of a window to dodge, and in this case, 2 mortars kind of landing on the retreating unit. No chance at all. But making some pretty good use of the Wasp. And the 222 down the far side, so still quite safe. Really quite a slow start to this 222 though. He's got it. Now he's not doing anything with it. Maybe worried about the allied anti-tank. Because this rolling up for DarkRegion, but by waiting for his own anti-tank gun, he's kind of allowing the allies rather, to mount their own defenses. Missing the most profitable window with this. Oh, a close call on that squad. And with the squad here as well, decides to cut and run. And we're forced away. Here comes the 222 now, but here's the Zis. So yeah, missing a good maybe 40 seconds to a minute of damage. Just sitting around doing nothing there for killing spree. It's one shot now. Fires up. Doesn't have any sweepers either, which against Soviets is generally not a good idea at this phase of the match. In this case, DarkRegion only with the 1 combat engineer. So it has less mine planting opportunities than what we usually see with the double combat engineers. But it still would have gotten one. We can see DarkRegion hasn't really spent almost any munitions. I don't think he's really planted any mines just about, but still could have. And that will be a very sad moment for the 222. Does have some anti-tank grenades ticked as well. So it could finish off the 222 if it takes an engine crit. Send out the back here. Should have backed it all the way to his healing for the repairs. Okay, clears off most of those S mines on the cutoff. Grenadiers being outnumbered, forced away. Sniper, 11 kills, actually pretty strong start. And now they're applying some pressure to the mortar pit. So they've found an angle around the side of the trench. Some decent damage done, but jumps into the trench right in front of the Grenadiers. And they do have to backpedal out of there. If the Grenadiers jumped in that trench, I think they could have maintained this position for the kill on that mortar pit. Unfortunate for killing spree. Speaking of mortars, this one actually getting decrewed over here. Looks like maybe a Molotov through the hedgerow combining with the mortar pit. DarkRegion. Oh no, maybe that was actually the heavy mortar. DarkRegion's picked that up, the 120, so gonna have the double mortars now. Killing spree did eventually get a machine gun later in the match. And now it's going to have a tough time against the double Soviet mortars and the British mortar pit. Interesting. Some commandos out now for Guard2707. Coming in from base at this stage. Looks like he just spawned them in and then didn't get too much done with them. Only one kill so far. Stormtroopers there, capping in camouflage. Red mortar on the run. The double rifle nades. One decent connection, the second barely got anything. And going to be some base howitzer fire coming back the other way. So much smoke down, you can't really see those flares though, I imagine. Ooh. There we go. Slip away is slipping away from the fight. Sniper though, eventually getting a couple more kills. It hits from the mortar pit. I think there's a decent idea for Guard2707 getting a lot of smoke down from the mortar pit, maybe from the pyrotechnics Tommies. Try and minimize bleed from the sniper. And, you know, the 5-man Tommies are going to be better in close range than the LMG Grenadiers as well, so kind of force engagements in closer range where he's going to be stronger.
Ready for action.
It's part, you know, one of the keys to smoke, you know. Also not the winner in the close range fight. Can still make things awkward. Is this rolling up? Doesn't quite get a chance to fire. Conscript crawls back there, spotting. Here we go. Commando springing a bit of an ambush. Getting a decent amount of damage done. And then retreating. Crushing the S-mines, but does quite a lot of damage to the universal carrier. It's not that well armoured.
Gun tank ready for action.
And eventually falling back here. We've got a recon plane up with joint operations. Slip away. Just back in to deny this cover of the flames. And the mortar pit actually. They're backing out. Very vulnerable to the pack, which was rolling up, so it was a good time to fall back. But now the Allies are really struggling on territory control. Comes to Cromwell though, maybe this can turn things around for them. And, a lot of retreats there. Oh, a second squad of stormtroopers, wow. On top of the cutoff at this stage.
territory.
Flamethrower though, some nice attack rounds into the smoke. MG green blob in effect. Cromwell trying to duck away from the packs. Oh, there we go. Kills off the sandbags, then the Tommy's dropping extremely fast. And there it goes.
Squad knocked out.
Good work there, killing off the sandbags.
Brim guns and Peard launchers can now be used
Didn't
by
give
many
much time to
units.
react. This is away the sniper. And now the conscript's making use of the smoke, jamming the decap. Dropping the 7-man upgrades now. 34 on the build for DarkRegion. Quite a late one though, all things considered. Oh, MG gets, D-Crew gets stolen. Oh, the smoke covers the retreat. I'm gonna get out of there with it. Well done. Very good application of the Cromwell smoke. And now I've got a land mattress joining in as well. Just gonna have to be careful with those green blobs. Pack rolling up here, wants to finish off this universal carrier finally. Looks like it was shooting at the Cromwell. Which does eventually get forced away. And the Panzer IV rolling up. We still do have the anti-tank gun there. But only one steering squad. It's going to be back at base for repairs, so this could be a bit dicey. So they're going to try to put a push onto the mortar pit, and this is where not having a wall of mines can really backfire on you with a mortar pit. Close range land mattress though on to the AT gun. Pretty strong connection, nearly gets the D-Crew. Pyro's on the run. Ooh. Oh, there we go. One of them does fall. Panzer IV though hiding behind the wall. Trying to finish the job. The brace is worn off now. Looks like he still needs 2 more shots, but he's getting cold feet. Sees the anti-tank gun rolling up. He's got the sniper there. I think he could have killed that just fine, but he's going to play it safe. T-34 rolling up now. Cromwell's actually coming back. This got repaired up faster than I was expecting. Oh, the engineers are bit too. I think that's probably why. So Panzer IV getting out of there. Oh wow, another decro on the machine gun. Double mediums. Getting the job done. Nexus Captain on the far side. The LNG green blob takes a big heavy mortar shot close range. Forces the entire blob away. They suffer a bit of bleed on retreat. 222 comes in. Really, this 222 did not do enough damage. No light vehicle from the Allies. Well, no light vehicle didn't shoot back at it. The Wasp doesn't really count. They only got 5 kills, and not even Vet 2. It's really poor.
Attempting to steal our sector.
T-34 coming across. Stormtroopers still here. Being revealed. Probably force this squad to retreat, but have to be a bit worried about their own retreat path. Actually, the packs there connecting on T-34 once. They hit Vet 2 during that fight as well. Oh, and the MG suppressing this squad. Might allow them to win this. Nope. T-34 stops that from happening. Close to V1 there. Maybe he could have considered secure mode if he had hit it. Allies do actually have a VP lead at this stage. Hold fire with this sniper currently. We've got a few kills on this squad as they're building their trench. Maybe didn't feel confident though without the Panzer IV there guarding. has decided to go for a howitzer now. Which, you know, could be pretty decent. The Allies a lot of support weapons and the mortar pit. Let's bring up the recon plane to spot for it. Now, in some trouble. Where is the tank from Killing Spree? That's what I want to know. It's right about there for a Panther, which I imagine is what he's going for. No, he's going for the Brumbier. Oh, this is not a good choice. He's only got one anti-tank gun. He's heavily invested into anti-infantry. You know, he's got the double stormtroopers. Going for the Brumbier as well. That's incredibly greedy, and he's got really no answer to this T-34 as a result. It's just the one anti-tank gun. It's not sufficient, really. You might be able to keep it in check, but you won't be able to kill it. It's a Katyusha, and that's actually going for the howitzer. Able to run up here with the conscripts. Right in vision, but no retreat, and he loses the squad. It's the decoy on the Howie. There's a 4 off to the side here.
MG42 team is ready for action.
Mobilizing now. Trenched up though. Pretty well dug in. It's going to be very hard to kill that mortar pit now. And a Firefly next. Looking to seal the deal. Double timing the repairs on the Howie though. Not going to let that one go down so easily. Grandy is dead though. I'm guessing to the T-34. Maybe combining with the heavy mortar.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Looks like maybe a crater there. Well, here comes the Brumbier. Let's see what it can do. He has us back at base currently, reinforcing. AoE damage there, but the heavy mortar's coming back the other way onto the pack.
We have 200 points remaining.
Is this rolling up? Okay, he's gone for the Shrek on his stormtroopers. Connecting there. I suppose that's where he's going to get his extra anti-tank from, but I think stormtroopers, you know, it's only one Shrek. I don't like it on them. Still an MG getting to work there. Brumbier wants to come back in. Oh, that was a close one. Is the carrier going to get away? If the Panzer IV landed, that would be a dead UC. Got the recon plane up at the moment. So the howitzer going after the 120mm mortar. Just not dodging. Here comes the Katyusha back the other way. Oh, he's going for the far side, going after the pack. So he scraped the pyros as well. But now we're quad in response to these recon planes. They've had enough, the Allies. They're going to try to shut those down. And this commander doesn't really have a lot else to spend your munitions on if you don't have the officer as well. Which you never end up going for. Grenade into the trench. Going for the door, hoping that the squad jumped out, but they did not.
You now have have a new comet tank.
Wasp doing well against the extended support weapons. Just going in for the capture in the center. Close call on the stormtroopers. Okay, now a Werfer, so killing spree really going for a lot of anti-infantry. I do worry about this. Yeah, just the one anti-tank gun. I know he's got one Shrek, but it seems like he's moments away from disaster there. Okay, looks like the Firefly actually got cancelled, went for the Comet instead. Which I think is understandable, you know. Slip away, he's not really posing that much of a threat in terms of vehicles. Around the corner here. The crush. And there we go. He popped the hunt, it does give the bonus penetration. Gets the kill. The land mattress slamming home the damage behind that as well. Cromwell's coming back in, hoping to finish off the pack, but the forward buildings here reinforce. Has to back off, but wow, what a great hit from the land mattress. Gets a wipe on the Grenadier. Oh, and a Pyro now as well. Oh no, it's over on the other side. Ooh, looks like killing spree. Got blasted by the Katyusha. And the pack got decrewed. He's going to try to jump on it. Really needs that pack. Recovers it. Another Werfer do one kill. Not a strong start. So the Howie's barraging this area now. They're getting a couple decent hits in, but this could be bad news. No, DarkRegion is not going to go in for the dive. Does have the anti-tank Overwatch. Could have killed the Brumbier there 100%, but maybe didn't want to risk losing his T-34 as well. Stormtroopers out the back here. Second T-34 joining in. Tries to go for the steal on the AT gun with the smoke grenade. Paxed. Not really in a position to cover this. Lighting up now. Oh, T-34 could go down. The pack needs one more shot. And he gets it too. A little bit slow setting that pack up to cover, but it comes good. And now can come in with the Brumbier to stop the conscripts. Shoots at the commandos first. That's a strong shot. Now with two anti-tank guns, this composition of killing spree does make a lot more sense. With it, I anticipate where they're going, but it doesn't end up working out. Again, the Katyusha going after the howitzer, but he did repair it up when he recruited it. So its weapon should be just fine. Doesn't even get decrewed either. Here we go, the British vehicles getting a roll on. Slip away. Having trouble holding on to this side of the map. Really struggling. And the Allies in general have a pretty strong lockdown on the center thanks to that close range mortar pit. Very hard to cap when you're under mortar pit auto fire range like that. Axis, I think, you know, they had their opportunity. In fact, I think they had two opportunities to kill that mortar pit, but didn't follow through on it, and now they're getting punished for it hard.
Damned enemies trying to take a point
Well,
from
we've
us.
got a Panther out now for slip away. Should be a good option against the Comet. Comet doesn't have like a huge vet advantage either. Misses its shot. I think sniper does not, and neither does the pack. Pack actually very close to Vet 3 now. Land mattress onto the pack, I think, but it pushes past most of the rockets. Grenadiers there supporting. Eyes do manage to cap in the center. Axis are controlling the far side as well. We've got another T-34 for DarkRegion. See what he can do. All he needs is a good Katyusha barrage on one of these AT guns. The door is open for some T-34 aggression. Oh, whoa, the Comet went in for a bit of a dive there. Looks like he got an engine crit on the Panther. Does not work out, and lost the universal carrier in the center. Maybe to the machine gun as well. So some big losses there for Guard2707. There's the Pyro, a little bit sloppy from killing spree, no retreats. Okay, here we go. He's poised to make a flank with this T-34, but the pack is covering this angle. And now this comes in as well, a target weak point activation. Oh, he lost vision of it.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
If he didn't lose vision and that Zis had taken a couple shots, that could have been a completely different story. Could have been a dead tank. Katyusha now kind of hits the pies that are repairing. Some Brens on the commandos. Brens on all the British infantry actually. Commandos just getting away. Sniper. 40 kills. Pretty strong. Pack in a good position to shut down the T-34 again, but there we go, the mortar actually connecting on the pack. Getting it very low. Good time for a Grenadier or Pyro med kit if you had a squad nearby for it. Hit one. A mattress on the sniper, and he gets it as well. Wow, that is incredibly good luck with the land mattress. Big loss there. Only 2 Grenadiers now, and they're going to be up against, 5-man Bren'd up sections and Bren Mandos. It'll be very difficult now without the sniper. Okay, he's brought down the anti-tank Overwatch, managed to get the engine crit on the Brumbier. Going to close the show here. The conscripts providing vision, try to stay out of range. Oh, manages to knock out the Zis. The Brumbier gets out of the circle. Here comes the T-34 looking to close the show. Still have the pack there. Tries to kill that off with the bunker buster, but T-34 now. Bounce, okay. And going to take an engine crit here. I saw the Panther coming across, but looks like it switched back onto the right lane. So T-34 is probably going to escape. Not the best coordination. Looks like he got an engine crit on the Cromwell. Want to finish that off, but by the time the Panther got across here, it's already very far back. Can't really chase. Sit in front of the 6-pounder, which is also starting to vet up. Engineers looking for the snare on the Panther, just about get there. Oh, but the pack actually gets decrewed. Was that from a Katyusha barrage? Looks like it. It's going to kill off the pack, recover the Zis. Well, it could have been a very strong move from the Axis if the Panther came across here, helped kill off this T-34. Instead, end up losing the second AT gun. And now, as I was saying, no real defense against these T-34s. Going for a Panzer Grenadier. He's got a lot of resources. Should be a Panther here for sure. Resources for it if he cancels that Pigrian. Some Looks like he's trying to maybe go for some kind of challenge where he doesn't go for an anti-tank vehicle. Not sure. What holes in that strategy are starting to become apparent. This T-34 is just ripping in. MG down. Axis really struggling for territory control now. Did go for the rebuild on the sniper. Watching away from the land mattress. If we're coming across to the British side now. Triple cap against the Allies, against the Axis. Oh, okay, there we go. Engine crit on the T-34. Got the P-Green Strix trying to close the show. Oh, the sniper. What was that doing? Just died so fast. Oh, well, forcing away the infantry. Panther's back there. Coming in. Do you have a Firefly instead of the Comet rebuilt? There goes the pack. There's the Werfer. Onto the mortar and it just doesn't land a single rocket. Wow, that was horrible. Really bad scatter. 2 kills on this Werfer. He's had it for a long time, right? He's done about 5 barrages with it. He's had time to do 5 barrages with it, I would estimate. Grenades nearly knocks out both Pios. And now no defense for the Brumbier. Shield rockets. Great work. Good targeting on that. I don't know how he's been decrewed again at some stage. Recrewed now, but any kills. Pack all the way forwards. Let's get decrewed. I picked that up with the Grenadiers. But trenched up squad here guarding the VP. It's a struggling to cap. Trying to get away with that, but the land mattress again stops it. And yeah, they managed to cap this point, but 3 remaining and no hope of getting on any of the other points. It looks like the Allies are going to end up taking this one. So yeah, this was a very strange game. Killing spree. He got that 222 out a little bit on the late side for the build he was going for. Did some decent work with it when it initially arrived, and then just sat it here for like a minute and a half, it felt like. Not doing anything, gave time for the Allies to build their anti-tank guns, counter it. And then, went for that Brumbier when he already had, like 3 Grenadiers, I think, and 2 Stormtroopers. No anti-tank to deal with these T-34s. It kind of worked okay, but as soon as the AT guns got decrewed by the rocket artillery, he just completely lost the game. Couldn't fight back at all. Decided to build some Panzer Grenadiers at that stage instead of a Panther, where he had plenty of fuel to go for a Panther. Don't really know what Killing Spree was up to this game, but it was not terribly successful. The Howie, I think, was a decent howitzer game, but the follow-up from there was a little bit strange. And yeah, had an opportunity to kill that mortar pit, but both times the execution maybe wasn't quite there. If he jumped into the trench with the Grenadiers, I think he could have maintained presence to kill it with the AT gun. And over here, I think the Panzer IV could have stuck around to kill it and still got in the way, but he didn't take that risk, and I can understand that. But, sometimes with the way these games work out, you don't get another opportunity. Once, there are a bunch more units on the field, you just can't get that deep into the enemy's territory as easily. You might be regretting not killing it at that stage. But yeah, some strange builds from both of these Axis players seem to get themselves in some trouble. And yeah, didn't really make use of anything apart from the recon plane in this commander. It's a real shame. Well, I suppose in the howitzer. But yeah, I suppose, yeah, maybe can you put a resupply station on that building? I've never tried it. Would be quite an interesting idea. You can also build those repair bunkers with this commander, but I don't think they ever really reached the pop cap where that was a terribly good idea. And they did get pushed back here a couple of times as well. So even if they tried to put one very defensively, might have died. But yeah, just bad build orders from the Axis. Allies outplaying them. GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.